Well, hi. Welcome to another Home Sweet Home. I am in a beautiful home here in Harbor Court with Maddie Hanlon. Hi, Maddie.
Good morning and welcome.
Thank you.
To my little breakfast nook.
I love it. One of the things that you're going to see here is, besides the beautiful croissants that you offered to me, is all kinds of really neat decorating tips and ideas and things that you've incorporated from throughout your life that you've put here.
I carried all my favorite stuff back.
I think it's wonderful. So we'll start with this. This is your French Provincial room.
Yes.
And I love all the colors and everything here.
I found the chandelier at an antique shop in Maine, and that was before we even had the place, but I just had to have it.
I love it.
And then I did bring back the tablecloths and the French furniture.
But one of the things too is, let's go through here. When you walk into this entranceway, Maddie, one of the things we notice here is this beautiful rug, and you have these all throughout, these Oriental rugs. Tell us a little bit about those.
Well, Jim and I lived in Tehran for a few years before the fall of the Shah. And we were lucky that when we did leave in the middle of all the commotion, we managed to bring out some of our rugs. So I do have them throughout. I think I have about 6 here. And this is one of my favorites. This is a Bakhtiari, which is a tribal rug, but they thought they were making a city rug. So they have a city design, but it's done kind of crudely, and only the grandmothers make the best.
And so let's go into your kitchen, because your kitchen's really special as well.
Well, here again, I like some of the Middle Eastern look, and when I saw the tiles, they hit me right away. And the one thing I did ask when we moved in, or when I was getting it ready, was that just don't give me any of those ugly drawer pulls. Just give me the holes and I will find my own pulls. So as you can see, they are all different all through the house. And
that's what I think is great. I noticed that you have different pulls throughout on different cabinets, and each one is pretty. Now, how did you find these?
On the internet.
What did you do? Just type in?
You just type them in. The thing is, you find something you like, and then it may take, and if you don't buy it right away, you can try to find it again is hard. But this was just perfect with these tiles, because it's a muted blue-gray, just like the tiles.
It's very nice. The other thing that's really special is this. You have a window that looks out, and so you can do your dishes and still have a beautiful view.
I think that this layout, this layout of this apartment, originally had the sinks under the window, and not like the new layout where they're in the peninsula. And I wanted the space so that I could cook, I could make the baklava, I could have lots of pans around, and then I could also be serving a buffet off here, have spent plenty of space.
So this is what's a little different here. On this one, a lot of times people have the countertop here and then it goes up, where here you did it all in one level. And what's great about that is, like what you said, it's great for cooking and for food prep, but also when you have dinner parties, they can serve from here as well.
I also entertain, a couple of times a year, I have to entertain the French conversation group for a brunch. And so it means I can have all the coffee cups and the teacups here, and I can still have room for all the food, and I just love this.
I think it's great. So then as we go this direction, here, the living room, again, the lanai has been enclosed.
Yes.
And so that gives her an extra room, but what you did, which I think is unique, is you put a little, what do they call those?
It's a Chinese screen, but they have a name for it from a town in India. It's a caramel something.
But what it does is it kind of separates the two rooms, but still it's like a piece of art.
It is a piece of art. It's not in very great shape. They're old, and I found it in an antique shop. I was disappointed not to have a screen porch. I had already done my pillows for the screen porch. I knew I was going to have a screen porch. And of course, the way things are here now, you don't. You have this beautiful glassed-in area.
In most of them, yeah.
Yeah, and so I still wanted to divide the room. I still wanted a place where it would feel like I was outside.
Because you're on the end and you're on the corner, you have a lot of light. You have this big window above your couch with another phenomenal view. And then as we go through here, you see this view as well. Now, one thing I thought was really unique is Maddie told me that she has traveled all over the world with her husband with his job. He worked for Deloitte, right?
Yes, it is.
And they've lived in Brussels and in Iran and where else?
Athens.
Athens. And one of their favorite places to go was also France. And so that's why that you see a lot of French Provincial and a lot of tastes of France, and you'll see that throughout. Now this goes right to her bedroom. She could have had solid doors to give it a little more privacy, glass doors like she has, or she could have done a curtain or nothing. And
well, I keep this open because I love it at night. I get to see, I have all the lights and get to see it right through my bed.
oh, I think it's wonderful. So tell us about your bedroom.
Let's see. Well, here I did bring furniture that we had bought in France and Belgium and saved over the years. There's a couple of family pieces, but most of that's the chair is French, the dresser, the chest of drawers is English, the little night tables are French.
So a lot of older
family
antiques.
pieces.
Yeah.
Just a few things that I couldn't part with, and every time we moved, and so here they are.
Well, it's beautiful, and I love the color. It's very soft. But then you have one more room. And
Yes.
this room is your guest room / office, or tell me a little bit.
The she shed. The she shed.
The she shed instead of the man cave. It's the she shed.
Here again, I have was managed not to have a TV in my salon, but my TV is here along with my desk, and one of my favorite paintings, another one of Paris, which I did find here in a consignment shop.
So now we're back in my favorite room. I love this room with the colors and everything. It just makes you happy. What is it that you like about living here at Shell Point?
Besides my beautiful home?
Besides your beautiful home.
Beautiful friendships. I've lived on Sanibel for 20 years. Most of my friends have been friends for 15 or 20 years, and one by one, they're all moving to Shell Point. So I have some of the best, dearest friends, and we're all going to be here together. And especially as as being widowed, it makes a difference. Having your friends nearby.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome,
and I'm going to
and I have to thank you because you found my apartment for me. Yeah,
I know. Well, one thing that for all of you, she started off in a studio with her husband. And sometimes people will do that. They start in a studio and know that they've got the coverage should they need it. And then she was very particular on what she wanted. And so I remember calling her and I told her about this, and she kind of screamed. She was kind of excited about that. So
I had to have 2 seating areas, 2 dining areas, so that the ladies could come and play mahjong.
See?
2 mahjong tables.
So she does it for her friends as well.
That's right, it's for my friends.
Well, listen, thank you so much, and thank you for breakfast.
Thank you. I thank you for this, all of this.
Well, it's terrific. Thanks.
Thanks.
Cheers.